It was late in Baltimore. The kind of night where silence feels heavier than sound. I was in my kitchen, just me, the hum of the refrigerator, and the weak glow of the streetlight pressing against the blinds. My husband was gone again. Another trip. Another night alone. And in that emptiness, every corner of the house seemed to whisper the same thing. You're lonely. You're forgotten. Then, a soft knock on the door. I froze. It was past midnight. Who knocks at a woman's door at this hour? When I opened it, there he was, Marcus. My tenant. 25. Confident but gentle. He said his faucet downstairs wouldn't stop leaking. His words were polite, harmless even. But his eyes. They told another story. I invited him in while I searched for a spare tool. And somehow, we ended up at the kitchen table. At first, it was casual. Harmless. But the silence between our words. It was thick. Heavy. The kind of silence that says more than words ever could. His eyes lingered a moment too long. And when I laughed nervously, his smile told me he noticed. I passed him a glass of water. Our fingers brushed, just for a second. But it burned through me like fire. He leaned in slightly, close enough for me to feel his warmth. Close enough to make my body betray me. I whispered to myself, don't lean in, Janelle. But my body wasn't listening. His hand grazed mine again. This time, I didn't move. And when his lips finally touched mine, soft, questioning, I didn't pull away. It was wrong. It was forbidden. And it was the first thing in years that felt alive. But just as his hand cupped my face, I froze. Because outside, in the hallway, footsteps. Slow. Deliberate. We both went still, listening. The steps faded. Silence returned. But in that moment, I realized this wasn't harmless anymore. This was a secret. And secrets have a way of clawing their way into the light. The morning came, but peace did not. I tossed, turned, restless. The memory of Marcus's kiss lingered like smoke I couldn't breathe out. And then my phone buzzed. A text. 4 words. Did you sleep? I stared at it 100 times. Simple. Innocent. And yet beneath it, so much more. I didn't reply. But my heart had already answered. When I stepped into the hallway, I nearly dropped my keys. Because there she was. My neighbor. Arms crossed. Eyes sharp. As if she had been waiting for me. She smiled too long. Too knowing. And suddenly I wondered. Were those footsteps last night hers? That evening, Marcus appeared again. But this time, he wasn't asking for tools. You cooked for me once, he said softly. Now let me return the favor. I should have said no. But instead, I let him in. The kitchen filled with the sound of chopping, stirring, the clink of wine glasses. I sat watching him move, graceful, confident. Not just cooking. It was like he was weaving comfort around me. We ate together. We laughed. For a moment, I felt seen. But then, a knock at the door. My heart nearly stopped. When I opened it, it was her. The neighbor. Holding an empty sugar jar. Her eyes flicked past me, into the apartment. Candlelight. Wine glasses. Marcus. I forced a smile, lying through my teeth. Oh, just a quiet dinner alone. Her smile curved slightly, sharp as a blade. And I knew she didn't believe me. The next day, Marcus came to my office. Closed the door. And before I could breathe, his lips hovered near mine. My pulse pounded. I wanted him. But then, my phone rang. It was my husband. Hey, babe, he said. I might be back earlier than planned. Sooner than you think. My blood went cold. I glanced at Marcus, who searched my eyes for an answer. But I had none. The days that followed were a blur of whispers. Friends asking questions with smiles that didn't reach their eyes. My neighbor's door always cracked open when Marcus left. The loneliness I once feared was gone. But in its place was something heavier. Fear. And then, one night, Marcus came again. "This doesn't feel like fantasy," he whispered, pulling me close. "It feels real. It feels like us." I should have sent him away. But instead, I let him in. We kissed, desperate and tender. A goodbye disguised as love. And then, I heard it. Keys at the front door. The metallic rattle of a lock turning. I froze. Marcus froze. The door swung open. And there, my husband. Suitcase in hand. Behind him, across the hall. The neighbor's door wide open. Her eyes locked on us. In that single moment, two worlds collided. My husband's voice cut through the silence. "So this is what's been keeping you warm at night." The room spun. My secret shattered. And the life I once knew was gone. Kindly leave a comment, like, and subscribe for more exclusive contents.